I have my own logbook, Maya's logbook. In the end of March 2016, we sailed 500 nautical miles from Bahia de Caracas in Ecuador west to the Galapagos Islands. A passage that should normally take 3 to 5 days took us 9 days of ultra-slow drift sailing with winds rarely over 6 knots and long periods of total calm. Yet, we never used the engines and we covered the entire distance strictly sailing and sometimes drifting with sails down on a gentle current. Kon-Tiki style.
This is super slow sail. The sea is absolutely calm. It's like we're at anchor, barely moving.
We're moving with 3 knots.
And we enjoyed so much.
Well, it's been like this since 24 hours at least. Nothing changes.
We had lots and lots of free time. At some point, some of us began doing crazy things.
Whoa! Eva, we're sailing, man! What the hell?
Bye-bye! Bye-bye!
Shit.
We're dying, Richard Parker. We're dying. My dad cleaned the barnacles from the chain.
I'm cleaning the barnacles from the chain. We left the boat for 2 months in Bahia de Caracas. Yeah, the water was murky there. I thought it was going to be only fresh water, but it's murky water, so we have horrible barnacles. And we don't want to bring all this to Galapagos. So we're gonna take our spare time, that we have a lot, to make it look better. There you go. Before and after. Hours and hours of work. Maybe even whole day.
This is day 3 from our passage from Ecuador to Galapagos. Dun dun dun! But we're not moving. The wind totally stopped. There's a little breeze, but we can't sail with it.
We're 450 miles west of the Galapagos Islands. The wind stopped, so we took down the sails. But of course we will not turn on the engines. And we are moving with 1 knot towards Galapagos thanks to some current, which is awesome. For us that's enough. 1 knot. Yoo-hoo! So now it's time for Ivo to get in the water in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with the sharks and clean. He has to clean the bottom of the boat. He has to clean the bottom.
The water is freezing cold. Super cold.
And so my dad cleaned the holes in the middle of the ocean. While cleaning the bottom of the boat, which is a requirement for every yacht visiting Galapagos, my dad was not alone. He had a tiny friend named Bob keeping him company. Dolphins and pilot whales came to check him out too. And sharks. We also met a bunch of ships. One almost ran over us, so we had to call him on the radio and ask him to change course, which he kindly did. And I personally spent a lot of time reading and drawing. This is the great white wolf from this book, Le Royaume des Rêves. My friend Leah gave it to me, and my favorite book. I read it in 3 days in French, and this is my comic about it. Of course, preparing nice meals and eating them was the highlight of our boring daily routine. After eating so much and not moving at all, we started getting fat, so we had to exercise in order to keep fit. We also had plenty of time to wash all of our dirty clothes and let them dry in the sun.
It's March 31st, 8 days since we left Ecuador mainland. We have less than 50 miles to destination. Arrival time says 8 o'clock in the morning. Wind speed is 3.6 knots. Our speed is 2.2, 2.3. And the surprise is that we're sailing or drifting without sails. Not a single sail. And no engines. The engine is off. The boat is being steered by autopilot. And we're heading towards destination at 2.9, 2.8. And that's pure current. That's just the current.
Galapagos! Come on!
This is our first view of the Galapagos Islands. On the 9th morning of our passage.
1st April.
April 1st.
find out about our many awesome adventures in Galapagos in our next video. Bye bye!
This is an Indian listening to music. This is an Indian singer. Now, Babaji here, and I will show you how to do the tandoori chicken. The tandoori chicken.